Picture a lone human mocked as weak by towering alien warriors forging blades in a forgotten village until he stumbles upon a derelict spaceship hiding ancient armor that no alien could wield. What begins as a desperate fight to clear his name explodes into a galaxy-shaking odyssey where love, courage, and a lost human legacy unite to confront a cosmic evil older than the stars. Will this outcast and his alien ally harness the power to save their world, or will their bond ignite a war that consumes everything? Buckle up for The Aegis of Valthera, a heart-pounding laugh-out-loud HFY saga that'll rocket you through resilience, romance, and destiny. The amber sun of Valthera hung low, casting a molten glow across the jagged cliffs of the Crystal Vale, bathing the remote village of Korath in hues of gold and crimson. Marcus Kane, a human with tousled dark hair and a neatly trimmed beard, stood out like a lone spark in the rugged alien settlement. His lean frame, clad in a worn leather apron, moved with quiet purpose in his forge, the clang of his hammer, a steady rhythm against the anvil. To the Zorath, a towering warrior race with obsidian skin, glowing emerald eyes, and muscles like sculpted granite, Marcus was a curiosity, a puny human barely worth their notice. Their deep, rumbling laughter echoed through Korath's crystal-strewn streets, mocking his wiry build, so frail compared to their colossal forms, he couldn't lift a Zorath child, let alone swing a blade. They'd jeer their voices like rolling thunder. Marcus ignored them, his hazel eyes fixed on his craft, forging weapons and tools with a precision that even the proudest Zorath warriors coveted, though they'd never admit it openly. Korath nestled in a valley where luminescent crystal spires jutted from the earth, their soft glow pulsing under Valthera's amber sky. Marcus had arrived years ago, fleeing Earth's overcrowded megacities, seeking solitude in the outer rim. The Zorath tolerated him for his blacksmithing, but true acceptance was a distant dream. He was an outsider, his human resilience dismissed as weakness, his quiet strength unseen. His forge, a modest structure of stone and crystal, was his sanctuary where he poured his heart into every blade, each hammer strike a defiance of the scorn he endured. The Zorath warriors, clad in their heavy armor, would grudgingly trade for his work swords, sharper than their own tools, durable beyond compare. But their respect stopped there, their pride too vast to acknowledge a human's worth. One sweltering afternoon, as Marcus hammered a glowing blade into shape, the forge's heat merging with the sun's blaze, a group of Zorath youths barged in, led by Varkus. The village chief's son Varkus loomed, his emerald eyes glinting with malice, his massive frame dwarfing Marcus, his crest a ridge of glowing spines flaring with contempt. "Well, well," he sneered, voice dripping with venom, the frail human playing with his little toys. Marcus set down his hammer, turning to face them, his gaze steady, despite the pulse of adrenaline surging through his veins. "What do you want, Varkus?" he asked, his voice calm but edged with steel, his hands still warm from the forge's heat. Varkus sauntered forward, his cronies snickering, their crests pulsing in unison. "To remind you of your place, human, you pound metal, but you'll never be one of us? Pathetic, weak, useless." Marcus met his gaze, unflinching, his hazel eyes like flint against the storm of Varkus's scorn. "I don't need to be. I know who I am." Varkus's face twisted with rage, his fist lashing out, slamming into Marcus's jaw with a force that could crack stone. Pain-exploded blood flooding his mouth. But Marcus staggered, yet stood, refusing to fall. His jaw clenched, his resolve unbroken. "You'll pay for that insolence," Varkus growled, advancing with his gang, their fists raised, crests blazing with fury. Before they could strike, a deep voice boomed through the forge, shaking the air like a thunderclap. Enough. The youths froze, turning to see Chief Zorathar, a colossus of obsidian muscle standing in the doorway, his emerald eyes blazing, his crest pulsing with righteous anger. "Varkus, what is this?" Zorathar demanded, striding forward, his presence filling the forge like a storm. Varkus shrank, his bravado crumbling under his father's gaze. "Just teaching the human his place, father," he mumbled, avoiding eye contact, his crest dimming. Zorathar loomed over him, voice low and dangerous. "You will not touch Marcus again. His skill surpasses yours. We need him in Korath." Varkus's face burned with humiliation, but he nodded sullenly. "Yes, father." He slunk out with his cronies, casting a venomous glance at Marcus, his emerald eyes promising retribution. Zorathar turned to Marcus, his expression softening, a massive hand resting on the human's shoulder, gentle despite its strength. "You all right, my friend?" Marcus nodded, wiping blood from his split lip, the metallic taste sharp on his tongue. "I'm fine, Chief. Thanks for stepping in." Zorathar sighed, his crest dimming a flicker of weariness in his eyes. "I'm sorry for Varkus. He's yet to learn the meaning of honor." Marcus forced a small smile, though the sting of the blow lingered. "No worries, Chief. I'm used to it by now." Zorathar shook his head, his voice grave, carrying the weight of years. "You shouldn't have to be. Marcus, you're skilled, brave, never forget that." He clapped Marcus's shoulder once more before leaving his heavy footsteps, fading into the village's hum, leaving Marcus alone with the forge's dying embers. The chief's words warmed Marcus, a rare spark of validation in a world that saw him as less. But unease gnawed at his gut like a persistent ember. Varkus's hatred ran deeper than mere taunts. It was a smoldering fire ready to erupt into something far more dangerous. Marcus resumed his work, the hammer's rhythm grounding him, but a sense of foreboding clung to him, whispering that this confrontation was only the beginning of a greater storm. Days passed, and the tension in Korath thickened palpable as the heat of the forge Varkus's glares burned hotter, his emerald eyes tracking Marcus through the village's dusty streets. A predator biding his time, his crest pulsing with barely restrained malice. Marcus buried himself in his craft, forging blades and tools with relentless precision. Each piece a testament to his skill. Some Zorath began to nod in grudging respect, their orders for his work increasing. But the sting of being an outsider never faded. No amount of talent could erase his humanity in their eyes. One evening, as Marcus locked the forge, the air heavy with the scent of crystal dust, a commotion shattered the village's quiet shouts, cries, the unmistakable clatter of metal on stone. Curiosity laced with dread, drew him toward the village square, his boots crunching on the crystal-strewn path. A crowd of Zorath gathered around a prone figure, their crests dim with shock, and Marcus's heart plummeted as he pushed through. Chief Zorathar lay dead, his massive body still a pool of dark blood spreading beneath him. His crest extinguished, its once vibrant glow snuffed out forever. "Murderer!" a voice roared, cutting through the murmurs like a blade, and Marcus turned to see Varkas shoving through the crowd, his emerald eyes wild with fury, crest blazing. "The human killed my father." Marcus froze, shock icing his veins, his mind reeling. "What? No, I didn't." His protests were drowned by the crowd's roar, their faces contorting with rage, hands reaching for him, their crests flaring in unison. "I swear, I didn't kill Zorathar," he shouted, struggling as they seized him, their iron grips bruising his flesh, dragging him toward the center of the square. Varkas stepped forward, his smirk a dagger of triumph, his crest pulsing with malicious glee. "You see, the human's a murderer, just as I warned." "He's always been a threat," the Zorath chanted. "Justice, justice," their voices, a thunderous wave shaking the crystal spires. Marcus scanned the crowd, desperate for a friendly face, someone to believe in his innocence, but found only hatred and accusation, even from those he'd once called friends. Varkas's victory was sealed, his lies weaving a noose around Marcus's neck. In that moment, Marcus knew he had no choice. Stay, and he'd face death. Flee, and he might live to uncover the truth. With a burst of desperate strength, fueled by years of enduring scorn, he wrenched himself free, his agility outpacing the Zorath's brute force. He sprinted toward the village's edge, heart-pounding lungs, burning the chance of justice chasing him like a storm. The Zorath pursued their heavy footsteps, shaking the ground, crests blazing in the dusk. But Marcus's human nimbleness, honed by years of navigating Earth's urban sprawls, gave him an edge. He plunged into the crystal wood, a dense forest beyond Karath, where luminescent trees glowed with an eerie light, their crystalline branches casting fractured shadows. He ran for hours, survival, his only guide, the amber sun sinking, plunging the forest into a twilight glow. Exhaustion clawed at him, his legs trembling, breath ragged, but he couldn't stop, not with Varkas's mob hunting him, their roars echoing through the trees. As night deepened, a glint caught his eye, a cave entrance half hidden by shimmering vines that pulsed with bioluminescent light. Cautiously, he approached, senses sharpened by adrenaline, his hand hovering over the small dagger at his belt. The cave was empty, its cool depths beckoning like a promise of respite. Stepping inside, the air washed over his sweat-soaked skin, a fleeting relief from the forest's oppressive heat. His eyes adjusted to the gloom, revealing a vast chamber, its walls stretching into darkness, etched with faint, glowing runes that seemed to pulse in time with his heartbeat. Curiosity, a flicker of the same drive that had led him to master his craft, overrode his exhaustion, pulling him deeper. His footsteps echoed in the stillness, the cave's silence amplifying the thud of his heart until he froze. A massive metal structure loomed at the chamber's far end, bathed in a shaft of amber light piercing the ceiling. It was a spaceship, ancient and scarred its sleek lines, a stark contrast to the cave's rough stone, its hull etched with runes that glowed faintly like a heartbeat echoing across centuries. Marcus's breath caught awe, battling the exhaustion weighing his limbs. He'd studied myths of humanity's lost, starfaring empires and secret tales of civilizations that once spanned the galaxy, their technology rivaling the gods. This was no myth. It was real, tangible, a relic of a past he'd only dreamed of. With trembling hands, he touched the hull, the runes flaring warm under his fingers, a soft hum resonating through the chamber. A hiss echoed a panel, sliding open to reveal a compartment lined with soft foam. Inside rested a suit of armor, its polished surface gleaming, intricate circuits glowing with latent power as if alive. Marcus lifted the helmet, its weight solid, yet balanced, an inscription etched inside in an ancient human script he'd deciphered from forbidden texts. To the warrior who claims this aegis, may it shield the innocent and forge a path of justice. His heart surged awe, purpose, defiance. This armor was his destined for a human hand waiting through the ages for this moment. He donned the armor, its plates molding to his body like a second skin, a surge of power coursing through his veins, amplifying his strength, sharpening his senses, awakening a fire within. The weight of betrayal, the sting of mockery fell away. He was no longer the outcast, but a warrior heir to a legacy that burned brighter than Valthera's sun. Marcus knew he had to return to Korath to clear his name and confront Varkus, but a deeper calling stirred within him. The armor wasn't merely a tool, it was a mantle, a charge to protect those who could not protect themselves. As he strode from the cave, the setting sun glinting off the Aegis's polished surface, Marcus felt reborn, his steps resolute, his heart alight with purpose. He was ready to face whatever lay ahead, to uncover the truth and reclaim his place. Not as an outsider, but as a guardian. Korath's village square was a cauldron of tension. When Marcus returned, the Zorath gasping at the sight of him, the Aegis glowing like a beacon under the amber dusk. The crowd parted their crests, dimming with awe and suspicion. Their murmurs a low hum. Varkus emerged, his face contorted with rage, crest blazing like a wildfire. "What trickery is this human?" he snarled, hand gripping his massive blade, its edge glinting with menace. Marcus stood tall, the armor's systems amplifying his voice, making it resonate across the square like a clarion call. "I'm here to clear my name. I didn't kill Zorathar. I'll prove it." The Zorath shifted, doubt flickering in their eyes, their crests pulsing uncertainly. A figure stepped from the crowd. Zira, a Zorath woman with flowing silver hair and emerald eyes, her crest dim with fear, but resolute, her presence commanding despite the tremble in her hands. "He speaks the truth," she said, her voice steady yet quivering, cutting through the crowd's murmurs like a blade. "I'm Varkus's sister, and I know who killed our father." The square fell silent, all eyes riveted on the unlikely pair. Marcus's heart raced Zyra's bravery, igniting a spark within him, a warmth that cut through the chill of betrayal. Together, they unraveled Varkus's plot, his jealousy of Marcus's skill, his ambition to seize power, his deal with Cryon raiders, a ruthless faction of biomechanical invaders to murder Zorathar and frame Marcus, forcing Zyra to comply under threat of death. Zyra's voice trembled as she recounted the raiders' coercion, her crest flaring with pain, but her resolve held her words a beacon of truth. The Zorath's anger turned their crests, pulsing with outrage, their shouts shifting from justice to demands for Varkus's punishment. Varkus's smirk faltered, his crest dimming as the crowd's wrath enveloped him. "No!" he roared, drawing his blade, but the elders, led by the wise healer, Clyra, seized him, their crests blazing with righteous fury. Varkus confessed, his voice breaking under the weight of his shame, admitting to the murder and the Cryon pact, his ambition laid bare. The elders bound him, his fate sealed, and the crowd dispersed their murmurs, now laced with remorse for doubting Marcus. Zyra's hand found Marcus's, her touch warm, her smile radiant, despite the tears in her eyes. "Thank you," she whispered, her crest glowing softly. "I couldn't have done this without you." Marcus squeezed her hand, his heart pounding, a new emotion stirring. "You saved me too. Zyra, you're braver than any warrior here." Their bond, forged in the crucible of shared trials, blossomed into something deeper, a connection that transcended species. In the days that followed, Marcus and Zyra grew inseparable, their time spent in the forge or exploring the crystal wood where they shared stories. Marcus of Earth's sprawling cities, Zyra of Zorath legends, whispered under Valthera's stars, their laughter echoed through the forest, their touches lingering, a spark igniting into love. They trained together, Marcus mastering the Aegis's power, its strength, amplifying his strikes, its sensors, enhancing his perception, while Zyra taught him Zorath combat, her dual blades a blur, her crest glowing with pride as he matched her skill. New situation, the crystal sabotage. Cryon agents seeking to destabilize Korath planted crystal bombs in the village's spires, rigged to shatter its defenses. Marcus, using the Aegis's advanced sensors, detected the anomalies, leading Zyra and a Zorath squad through treacherous tunnels to defuse the devices. Their teamwork, guided by Marcus's precision and Zyra's knowledge of crystal resonance, thwarted the sabotage, saving Korath from collapse. New situation. The Undercity Rebellion. Marcus and Zyra uncovered a Cryon plot in Valthera's Undercity, a neon-lit labyrinth of rebels and outcasts, guided by tales of the Fire of Solace, where Zara and Verathal united humans and Cryons on Glacis 9. They rallied, a rebel faction disrupting Cryon supply lines in a daring raid. Zyra's agility and Marcus's Aegis-powered strikes turned the tide, crippling the Cryon operation, their bond inspiring the rebels to join the fight. New situation. The Cryon infiltration. Cryon spies disguised as Zorath traitors infiltrated Korath's council, sowing discord to weaken the village Marcus. Using the Aegis's truth detection protocols, exposed the imposters during a tense council meeting, preventing a coup. Zyra's quick thinking, rallying the elders, ensured the spies' capture, her crest blazing with determination. New situation. The Traitor's Gambit. Varkus, freed by Cryon allies, led a rogue Zorath faction to seize the Aegis, ambushing Marcus and Zyra in the Crystal Wood. The Aegis's AI Solara activated defensive protocols, allowing Marcus to fend off the attackers, while Zyra's knowledge of Zorath tactics turned the ambush against Varkus, forcing his retreat. Their bond, unbreakable, thwarted the betrayal, but Varkus's escape hinted at a larger Cryon scheme. New situation. The Void Prophecy. Solara revealed a prophecy of void entities returning ancient horrors that once shattered humanity's empire. The Aegis was a key to activate hidden human fortresses designed to combat the void. Marcus and Zyra, guided by visions from the armor, uncovered a fortress beneath Korath, its technology pulsing with latent power. A relic of humanity's guardianship, a Cryon raid struck Korath raiders in black armor, rampaging through the streets, their biomechanical forms glinting under the amber sun. Marcus in the Aegis fought like a tempest, his strikes shattering Cryon drones, energy shields deflecting plasma blasts. Zyra rallied the Zorath, her blades a whirlwind, her crest blazing as she fought beside Marcus, their unity inspiring the village to rise. The raiders fled. Korath saved its people, cheering Marcus as a hero, their crests glowing with newfound respect. New situation. The Cryon Ultimatum. The Cryon Collective, enraged by their losses, issued an ultimatum: surrender the Aegis or face annihilation. Marcus and Zyra, using the fortress's archives, discovered a Cryon weakness disrupting their hive mind network. They led a daring strike on a Cryon outpost, the Aegis's EMP pulse crippling their communications, forcing a retreat. A Galactic Alliance ship arrived. Admiral Vorus, seeking Marcus, the Aegis's wielder, to face the void threat. The galaxy needs heroes like you, Vorus said, crest pulsing with respect. Marcus turned to Zyra, her emerald eyes steady. Where you go, I go, she said, hand in his. They joined the Alliance, their daughter Nyra born years later, her empathic pulse born of human Zorath unity, sealing peace at a galactic summit, uniting species against the void. On Valthera's highest spire, Nira sang a hybrid song, her crest glowing. Marcus and Zyra's love, a beacon across the stars. Their story, intertwined with the fire of Solace's legacy, teaches that love transcends all divides. Connect, stand together, change the world. If Marcus and Zyra's epic saga set your soul ablaze, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell to join our sci-fi crew. Drop a comment. Did their love melt you or crave more alien adventures? Let's keep the stars shining. Peace out.